Hey everyone, David Burgess here again with Keller Williams Realty. I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel on this very special day as we have Mrs. Burgess on with the first ever video that I think she's ever been on this channel. I don't remember or recall having anybody else on any of my videos before, but I've got to the stage where I've somehow made progress and Mrs. Burgess here, Carolyn, my lovely wife, has decided to join me. So I wanted to introduce you. Say hello, Carolyn.
Hello, Carolyn. So it's nice to finally be on camera. We've been planning this for ages, and David's been trying to get me on film for a long time, and I kept telling him no, no, no. And finally he twisted my arm enough, and here I am. So it's nice to meet all of you.
Yeah, and as so many people before have tried reaching out on with the contact information that I've had below my video, and you've tried reaching out and you've gone straight to Carolyn, and Carolyn has absolutely taken over. Some of you I haven't even met before, and she's managed to sell you a home, or she's managed to assist you in some way or another. So I know some of you are going to be very familiar with Carolyn anyway, but this is serious progress here. It has taken a long time. How many years have you been in real estate now?
4.5.
4.5. So, and I've had my license 2 or 3 years before Carolyn. So this is a serious day today.
Yeah.
So does this mean we're going to get more of you in the future?
We'll see if you're lucky.
If we're lucky. So yeah, if we're lucky, then we're going to get more of Carolyn moving forward. But let's discuss you and your journey in real estate so far. And actually tell us a little bit about your background and what you're doing before real estate.
So before real estate, back in the early 2010s, I worked for a law firm, and I was a paralegal in downtown Tampa, and had a lot of work stress with that. But at the same time, I had a direct sales company, which I actually still have.
Name it, please.
It's Scentsy. It's all the smell goods for your home, your car,
and
your body.
If you bought home for us before, you'll probably see a gift basket full of Scentsy stuff, and Carolyn pretty much puts that together because I'm not going to be any good at that. So yeah, if you've received anything from that, then that's where it stems from. But sorry, carry on.
Yep. So I've been with Scentsy now for 11 and a half years. And I actually have built a big team under me. We're actually considered a group. So there's over 300 in our group. So I had a leadership role within Scentsy and a sales role. So those, I think, served me very well to transition into real estate. That customer contact, it was all about relationships with my team and with customers. And anyway, I was able to translate over that over to real estate and sell homes. And
so your background, so your background is in sales and law then, right?
Sales and law.
So
that's right.
There you go. So that's exactly why Carolyn is so perfect for real estate. And like I said, if you have worked with Carolyn before, I'm sure you've been very, very happy with her assistance and guidance. And she's as knowledgeable as I am about all of the new construction homes out there, neighborhoods, areas, and that's right from Tampa down to Sarasota. We discuss real estate on the breakfast table every morning and
every day.
and over dinner most nights, because it is a very consuming industry, and it's very much our daily lives, right?
Yeah, sometimes we'll be laying in bed trying to relax. It's 10:30 at night, and one of us will say to the other, "Do you know we're still talking about work?"
Yeah,
and
that is real estate
put a time out
all
on it.
over. That is absolutely real estate all over. And how are you finding this market? This very changing market that we're in right now, which is really the way this has gone from being very low inventory with so many high offers and it just being complete craziness for the first few months of this year to now really turning where we're getting more and more listings on the market and interest rates are going up, and it's certainly a different feel altogether, right?
It's definitely changing. It's reverting back to a pre-COVID market. which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just that a lot of sellers, I think, became acclimated to getting their home under contract within 2 to 3 days with multiple offers. And those days, I think, are now in the past, at least for the time being, but they're not scary times. It's just shifting back to getting back to be more balanced, I think. You know, we're still definitely in a seller's market because the inventory is still low for the number of buyers out there, but we're just not seeing that feeding frenzy that we saw over the past 2 years.
Absolutely, absolutely. And unbeknownst to Carolyn, I do have 20 questions for her, which she is unaware of right now, because I didn't know how this video was going to go. I didn't know how much kind of content we'd be going through, and I didn't want to introduce you to the channel and go on for an hour or what have you. But I have 20 questions for you, okay?
Okay.
And it's going to be rapid fire. You have to answer within 10 seconds, okay?
Do I get a prize at the end?
Your prize is coming back on to the channel within the next few weeks.
Oh.
Few weeks? Yeah.
Okay,
You're
let's
right
go
with
for
that?
it.
Let's go for it. Right, 20 questions with Carolyn. Okay, Carolyn, right, 20 questions. Here we go. Favorite house you've ever sold?
I just don't know. That's a hard question. The favorite house I've ever
Favorite
sold.
house you've ever sold?
As a listing agent or a buyer's agent?
Either.
Oh, well, I don't know. That's so hard.
We're going to come back to that one, people. This is a really good start. Okay, really good start.
Oh no, what's the favorite house you sold?
Moving on. Best thing about being a realtor?
Definitely the relationships that I've formed with my clients. You know, I'm not a stage 5 clinger. You don't have to be my BFF, that's totally fine, but I love getting to know more about my clients and their families and keeping in touch with them after, and just serving that critical role in an important time in their lives. So it's very fulfilling, for sure.
She's good, isn't she? She's good. Great answer. Okay, Disney or the beach?
Ah, that's so tough. This time of the year, I gotta say the beach. I mean, it's summer in Florida, you know, but you know, every other time of the year when it cools off, Disney.
Okay.
Yeah.
A very spacious lot or an amazing view?
The view.
The view?
The view, yes.
She's going with the view. She's going with the view.
Yeah.
3 best things about living in Florida. And while we're here, you've lived in Florida since?
1985, so it's been almost 40 years.
Wow.
Wow.
She really did divulge some information there. Right,
no.
okay. So, 3
Yeah.
best things about living in Florida since 1985, since you moved here.
The sunshine.
Sunshine?
Yeah, the sun is very strong in Florida. I didn't even realize it until Dave and I started dating long distance when he was still living in England, and I went there and the sun was out, but it just didn't feel quite as warm as it did here. So the sunshine.
Sunshine.
I would say, I think Florida's a little bit of island life. I think we're a little bit on island time here compared to like the city. So I like the more laid back lifestyle in Florida. And the palm trees and beaches.
Palm trees and beaches,
Yes.
Nice one. Okay. 3 worst things about living in Florida.
The humidity.
Humidity, yeah.
This is why we're recording indoors, because it is July right now.
Yeah,
and it's
absolutely.
Very hot.
This is exactly why we're in a model home today and we're not outside, because you know I do a lot of videos outside, but it's always somewhere sheltered, and I try and do it early in the mornings, but I didn't want to put Carolyn through that.
And Dave didn't want his makeup to be melting off his face.
It's very true, very true. Okay, humidity?
So, humidity, the bugs, there's a lot of bugs here. Again, compared to England, where people keep their windows open because they can, in
true.
Florida, you can't keep your window open without a screen, or you are inviting all sorts of critters in your house. So I would say the bugs, and humidity, and I can't really think of another.
There's no other downside to living in Florida.
I think the only other downside is we are a big state, we're a long state, so if you have to leave Florida, it takes about 5.5 hours just to get out of the state.
Very true.
From the Tampa area.
Good answer.
So, yeah.
Like it. Oh, this one might be tricky actually. Most difficult closing.
Oh gosh. I can think of your most difficult closing.
I'm glad that doesn't come to my mind right away.
Yeah.
What about you? Or at least one you've played a part in?
I think the most difficult closings for me have been frustrating because my clients have been frustrated, rightfully so. They've been new builds where the house looks like a mess the day of the final walkthrough, and there's long roof screws in the grass and concrete chunks and doors that are off and haven't been painted on the final walkthrough the day they're closing on their home. So that's very frustrating for me, for a buyer, to see that the day they're supposed to be excited and buying their brand new house. Luckily, it doesn't happen often, but it does happen.
I'm just thinking about my worst closing. Was that the one in Plant City?
No, that was the one in Riverview, the listing that you had where the sellers were not moved out and you had to help them move.
Moving on from my bad closings, at least you've had some issues as well. Do you prefer being a listing agent or a buyer's agent?
That's
By the way,
tough.
so when we list homes, Carolyn and I work together typically. Carolyn does a lot of the work. Carolyn does, her listing descriptions are absolutely fantastic. She can just walk you through a home and describe everything, and that is really not my forte. Carolyn leaves the pricing to me with a listing. She doesn't like to say what a home is worth, so
Dave is the comps
I
king.
do the comps. But then you coordinate the showings and negotiating. Carolyn is very good at negotiating as well, so we leave that to you too.
Yes, because when we get an offer, Dave will say, "Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, I think that's a lovely offer." And then I say, "Nope, hold my beer. We can get more out of these buyers."
There is a bit of truth to this. There is a bit of truth to that. I'm the nice one. Carolyn's the bulldog, right?
Do I look like a bulldog?
You are though. But
No, I am. I'm the one that pushes the envelope as much as I can to get the best deal I can for whoever I'm working with, buyers or sellers. So.
And although over the last couple of years, in terms of working in new construction, there has been no negotiating hardly whatsoever.
Yeah.
We're starting to see that creep back in now.
Which I'm excited about because I like that.
Exactly, and especially with the resale market, will closing costs come back in?
Yeah, definitely.
Interesting to see.
Yeah.
So Carolyn, do you prefer being a listing agent or a buyer's agent?
I don't mean to be a fence sitter, but
Fence sitter, moving on.
There's pros and cons to both, honestly. But I enjoy both sides of real estate, honestly. So.
Okay, you got to be quick with this one.
Okay.
Favorite 3 restaurants?
Oh, the Grove in Lakewood Ranch.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that one.
Bella's in South Tampa.
Yeah.
And Sweet Tomatoes, but it's gone. You made me be quick, so that
Sweet Tomato.
that was right out.
That is.
Oh, Mr. Souvlaki in Tarpon Springs.
Yeah, that's another nice one.
That was my mom's favorite.
Yeah, love it. Okay, smaller gated pocket neighbourhood or a bigger master planned community?
Oh.
Are these questions just
These
fantastic?
are tough.
These are
These
great.
are really hard.
Brilliant questions.
I would say, oh gosh, at this stage in our lives, I'd say the smaller gated pocket, because as long as we have a beautiful lot, because we will have our own pool. We don't really use our neighborhood amenities, do we?
No, that's true.
Because we have our own pool, and I'd rather go to my pool and have that privacy in my own backyard. So, yeah.
Good answer. You seem to sell a lot of homes in 55 plus communities.
Yes.
Is that because you're a lot closer in age to 55 than your husband? Who wrote these?
Turn that off.
Who wrote
Turn
these?
this off now.
Tampa or Sarasota?
Well, you deliberately wrote these to be very
I didn't write these.
difficult.
These were sent to me.
Sent to you by who? Santa Claus?
No, by our subscribers.
Oh yeah, sure.
I put a contest out, and the best ones.
Okay. What did the winner win?
They won.
They
this
get to go on
video.
camera
They
too?
won this video. Yeah, they get to go on the next interview.
Yeah, okay. Tampa or Sarasota? Oh gosh, Tampa will always have a place in my heart. We've got the Bolts, we've got the Amalie Arena, we've got Raymond James Stadium, the Bucks, we've got Tampa Airport, we've got the Riverwalk. It's got a lot going for it, and it's very West Central Florida. Sarasota, I've never lived there, but I've always felt pulled down in that direction towards Manatee, Sarasota County. I think because I originally grew up in New York, and I always fantasized about living on the beach like my Malibu Barbie doll did. And I Didn't realize it was just going to be on the opposite coast of the United States. But that being said, Sarasota is more palm trees and Florida and sunshine to me. So
these 10-second answers are going down really well at the moment, aren't they? It's about a minute.
I'm a little wordy, okay?
Okay. Tampa or Sarasota?
Both.
Both. Okay, I've got another one for you. Paris or Venice?
You know, honestly, David is a little bit more experienced in real estate down in Venice. He tends to get our Venice customers. I've worked a lot more in Parrish, and Parrish is closer to Tampa, so I'm going to say Parrish.
Ooh, okay. Homes by West Bay or Taylor Morrison?
That's tough. They are very similar builders. But I am in love with the Taylor Morrison Beacon floor plan, and that might be our future house. We'll see. So I'm going to have to say Taylor Morrison, although West Bay is a very close second.
Okay, interesting. Okay. Pulte or Neil Communities?
That's tough. I mean, I've actually had really good experiences with Pulte, especially on the Dell website for sure. I haven't had as much experience with Neil. I think I've only sold 1 or 2 Neil homes, but Neil are a beautiful builder. So I'm just gonna have to go with Pulte Dell Web for now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Last one, builder related, GL Homes or Medallion Homes?
So you've had more Medallion closings than me. You've had a couple that were a little tricky, I think, during the final walk. I mean, it all worked out.
Yeah.
But GL has always been, they've pretty much had their stuff buttoned up really tight.
I will give them that, yeah.
And so for that reason, I'm going to say GL, although I do really like Medallion as a builder as well.
Okay. This can be any community, any favorite 3 master plan communities from Tampa to Sarasota. Top 3.
Oh, top 3.
Your favorite 3.
I mean, ooh. Well, I really like Sky Ranch, but that's because the beacon's there too.
You and that beacon. Yeah. I've mentioned enough about a beacon lately, about all the problems I'm having with a beacon, but yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Be nice to the beacon.
Yeah.
But Sky Ranch it's a great location. It's off of exit 205, so it's very close to Siesta Key Beach.
Yeah.
And once Lorraine Road, that state park is really cool. And once Lorraine opens, straight shot to Lakewood Ranch, which is great. Option 2, can I just say Lakewood Ranch, even though it's not a community, but it is a master plan area.
It's a cop out, but we'll give you that as 2 because we'll be here all day otherwise.
Yeah, it's tough, but I love Lakewood Ranch area. It's just got so much going for it. So many amazing amenities and all the villages and stuff.
Number 3?
Community.
Starkey?
I mean, Starkey's really nice. It does offer
doesn't have
a
enough
lot.
palm trees for you, does it?
No, it doesn't. It's more of, I always explain to my clients that are interested in things from like Odessa down to Sarasota, that the further south you go, the more Florida it is, like beachy Florida. Up north in Odessa and Pasco County is more like a park-like setting, so like big trees and stuff like that. But I'm allergic to oak trees, to the pollen, so that's why the palm trees call my name. So to answer your question, I think there's a couple. I mean, I think that Waterset's a good community.
Waterset, yeah.
And Apollo Beach. I think that a hidden gem, it's not gated either, is Triple Creek. I think Triple Creek has a lot going for it. They have really nice amenities there.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so.
Okay, best thing about being married to a Brit?
Oh, I'm gonna have to come back to you on that one. Just kidding. Everything.
Everything.
Just about.
Aww, isn't she sweet? How soon will it be before your next video? And that is a wrap.
Is there a magic 8-ball that I can shake here? It says, actually, I guess that wouldn't. So
isn't Carolyn just made for the camera? Shouldn't we just get, I need comments on this video. I need to hear people saying, we need more of Carolyn, we need.
What if the comments
Wouldn't you just love to have Carolyn doing videos instead of me or with me? Let me know.
No.
We need to get Carolyn more involved on the channel, which we plan on doing. So, so yeah, let us know in the comments below. And if you have any questions for us, please feel free to reach out. As we're moving forwards, I'm going to have my name and contact info and Carolyn's as well if you want to reach out to Carolyn directly. Many of you do anyway somehow, because my phone will divert to you and you take over everything. But yeah, we're going to be doing some more different videos on here, and we've kind of felt like we've needed to for a while. So anything else you want to say before the end of this video?
No, thanks for the opportunity. Thanks for building an amazing YouTube channel, because even the clients that I wind up working with, a lot of them find us on YouTube.
Yeah.
And they still watch his content even after they've built and closed on their home. So I gotta hand it to David for creating this amazing channel.
Thank
you.
You.
Hopefully it keeps helping you guys, and hopefully I can bring a little bit of knowledge to the channel too. And
absolutely.
Yeah.
And let us know what other videos you're looking for. We need more content ideas. So if there's anything you'd like Carolyn and I to discuss, or if you'd like more of Carolyn, definitely make those suggestions in the comments below. Thanks so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel if you'd like more real estate info on the West Coast, especially from Tampa down to Sarasota. Thanks again.
Thank you.